I've mentioned my Amazon affiliate website a few times in recent videos, but in this video, we're diving into all the details. And this is because I've decided to give up on this project after spending over $3,000 and countless hours trying to grow it into a source of passive income over the last 2 years. To start us off, I'll give you a brief intro to my strategy for building an Amazon affiliate site, including the niche I targeted and what the site actually looks like. I know most people are hesitant to share their websites out of fear of competition, but since I'm no longer pursuing this project anyway, I think it'll be cool to share how it all came together and what my strategy has been for the last few years. Then I'll share what the current numbers of this project are, including monthly Amazon affiliate income, traffic stats, keyword rankings, and all that good stuff. At the end of the day, these are the metrics I'm using to justify my decision to give up on the website. Finally, I'll explain all of the specific mistakes I made with this project that kept it from growing into what I'd always hoped it would become. I think whether you're interested in starting an Amazon affiliate site or a different type of online business, there are some good things to be learned here. So let's get into it. Before choosing to start my website, I did some research into Amazon affiliate rates on each of their product categories. Although they've since changed, at the time, home goods and appliances offered some of the highest commission rates. Plus, since appliances are priced higher than most other orders you'd make on Amazon, this meant I would need fewer affiliate sales to earn a significant income from the website. I also thought appliances were kind of an evergreen niche that wouldn't go out of style or change too much seasonally. So with that, in September 2019, I started applianceaccreditor.com. Like most affiliate sites do, I plan to do reviews and comparisons of various appliances on Amazon, which would hopefully prompt readers to purchase the appliances I reviewed and earn me a commission. When I started the site, I didn't want to spend a cent more than I absolutely needed to get things up and running. So after purchasing web hosting and registering the domain name, I did everything myself. I created the logo and branding in Photoshop, I put the site together on WordPress, and I started writing all of the web copy myself. I started with the essential pages like the homepage, contact page, and so on, so that the site looked legitimate and I could apply for the Amazon Associates program. Once I had everything pieced together, it was time to focus on the content. At the time, I didn't have any other side hustles going on, so I went super aggressive with publishing content. I posted almost one blog per day for the entire first month. For those who are unaware, the goal of an affiliate site like this is to rank for search terms on Google. So in my case, if someone was looking for the best dehumidifier for garages, they would find my article on that exact subject. Then, after considering my reviews, they would click on an Amazon link and make a purchase. The secret to getting high converting traffic with an affiliate website is to target what are known as buyer intent keywords. These are words and phrases that signal the user is in the market for something and may be ready to make a purchase soon. With the keyword best dehumidifier for garages, it shows that someone is aware they need a dehumidifier for the garage. They're ready to research their options and possibly lock in a purchase. By targeting these keywords, your job as an affiliate is very easy. You don't need to convince anyone they need to purchase an item because they're already shopping for it. You simply need to connect them with the product that they're looking for. The problem is, everyone in the affiliate game knows this. There are tons of websites trying to attract traffic with these exact keywords, and only one can earn the top spot on Google search results. As a brand new website, I know I had practically no chance of ranking on the first page because it takes a while for a new website to build authority with the Google search engine. In the meantime, I focus on long tail keywords, which are highly specific keywords that much fewer people are searching for. So instead of trying to rank for things like best coffee maker or best toaster, I was trying to rank for keywords like best coffee maker for keeping coffee hot and best toaster for crumpets, which, as dumb as it sounds, is one of my most popular pages to date. If you're interested in learning more about this strategy for affiliate sites, I would recommend checking out Doug Cunnington on YouTube. A lot of my strategy came from what he calls the keyword golden ratio, or KGR. But that's how my affiliate site started out. I was writing ridiculously niche articles about appliances I could not care less about. And after writing daily articles for almost a month, I got really burned out. A few months later, I wasn't getting any traffic and my Amazon Associates program application got denied because I didn't make any sales. Again, it takes time for Google to recognize your site and give you organic traffic through Google search. So I decided I'd just let the website sit for a while and I moved on to other things. But in mid-2020, I got an email from Amazon that I had earned affiliate sales from my website. To my surprise, I was finally generating traffic, ranking for keywords, and referring sales to Amazon. I thought Google had finally started giving my site some attention, so I jumped back into things with renewed energy. This time around though, I wanted to do things by the book and make it a legitimate business. I also hated writing about appliances, and because I had started to take on other side projects, I didn't want this website to take up too much of my time. To start, I incorporated the business into an LLC and opened a business bank account. This forced me to spend $250 a month on the website in order to avoid account fees. Then I hired a freelancer to write blog content for me on a weekly basis. This would save me the time I was initially spending on the website because now all I had to do was proofread each blog and upload it to the site. Although I was still targeting low competition keywords, I drifted away from those long tail keywords and more towards value driven articles. The philosophy I have for YouTube is that if I provide quality and value in my videos, The views will come, and this is something that I wanted to use for Appliance Accreditor. I figured by focusing on providing readers with value instead of crappy appliance reviews, it would be better for the long term. So recently, my articles have been answering questions like, how much electricity does a dehumidifier use? The remaining $250 of my monthly budget went towards link building, which is a strategy for increasing a website's Google rankings. This involves getting backlinks from other websites, which is when they link to your website from their website. This basically shows Google that you have authority and you'll rank better in searches as a result. And this is the strategy I've been following for about a year now. Unfortunately, it hasn't really been paying off like I expected. So let's jump into the numbers and I'll show you how things are looking. Now, to be fair, my traffic and site metrics have been moving in the right direction. You can see a gradual increase in page visits from Jetpack, which is the tool built into WordPress. You can also see the trend on Google Search Console, although it's a little messier. Finally, Ahrefs, an industry-leading SEO tool, also shows nice growth in organic search traffic. Furthermore, the number of keywords I'm ranking for are steadily increasing. My backlink profile is also looking stronger each month. So these are all good indicators that what I've been doing is working. Everything is moving in the right direction, but the problem comes back to my Amazon affiliate earnings and how much I'm spending on the website every month. Last year, I netted just under $40 in Amazon affiliate earnings, and I'm up to about $30 in earnings so far this year. This is also trending in the right direction, but that's still only $5 to $10 each month. I've been spending a minimum of $250 every month, and I'm nowhere near recouping my initial investment. To date, after paying for web hosting, domain name registration, incorporating my LLC, a freelancer, and link building, I've spent almost $3,200 on building this website, which has paid me less than $70 over nearly 2 years. As I mentioned in a previous video, I've been pouring all of my free time into building passive income, and that includes the Appliance Accreditor website. But compared to all of my other projects, Appliance Accreditor has the worst ROI, and it's the one that I enjoy the least. In order to reclaim some enjoyment from life, I'm starting to rebalance my workload, and because the Amazon affiliate site simply isn't paying off like I hoped, it's going to be the first to go. I looked into selling it, but since it still generates so little money, it's practically worthless according to most valuation tools. So for now, I just plan to let it sit. The beauty of this decision is that it's a completely passive source of income still. Until I have to renew my web hosting or domain name, I can just let it sit and continue getting traction. I'll probably lose a little bit of progress when I stop uploading content regularly, but it's still nice to know that I can come back at any time and pick things up again if I feel like it's worth it. So with that, let's get into some of the mistakes I made along the way. The first one is incorporating as an LLC. When I started building Appliance Accreditor, I thought it was realistic to hit $1,000, $2,000, or even $5,000 in monthly affiliate sales within a year or two. With that kind of income and dealing with an e-commerce giant like Amazon, I wanted both the tax benefits and legal protection of an LLC. So I spent almost $300 to incorporate with InkFile. Then I created a business bank account so the finances were kept separate. The problem is this wasn't really necessary at this stage. I think I was probably scared into the legal benefits of an LLC, and the tax benefits are completely unnecessary unless you're making at least like $40,000 or $50,000 a year, which I am nowhere near. So the LLC was just a headache and extra cost that I could have avoided. Plus, my business bank account forced me to spend $250 a month on the website, or else I owe fees on the account. Considering the poor ROI of my spending right now, I don't want to continue spending this much money on Appliance Accreditor when I could invest into things like my YouTube channel, stocks, or other side projects and get a much better return. The second mistake is failing to properly compete with other websites. As I mentioned, I made a late shift to value-driven content to ensure that I was actually providing something to my readers. However, these articles were still lacking in quality. I was okay just kind of checking the boxes and making sure my content was SEO optimized before uploading. But compared to other websites, I'm not even coming close. I see other websites doing infographics, providing tons of information, and just going way beyond what I put into my articles. And ultimately, it doesn't matter how many backlinks I have or keywords I put into my article, because if another website is providing a better user experience and better information, I'll never be able to compete with them. I also recognize that I do not want to put in that kind of effort for content about appliances, so I'm just going to have to be okay with them outranking me on Google. This kind of leads into my third reason, which is I'm just not giving 100% to this website. I don't enjoy appliances, so I have no interest in making this project the best that it can be. That makes it hard for me to care about the quality of my content and makes it even harder to justify putting money into it every month. I'm way more passionate about my YouTube channel, which is why it's so easy for me to pour hours and hours into it, even though I wasn't earning a cent for months. But ultimately, I just haven't enjoyed this project for several months, so I'd rather put my time and money elsewhere. I'm looking forward to cutting my $250 of monthly spending and allocating that to other investments. I'm also looking forward to enjoying each week a little bit more without the looming dread of having to proofread and upload another appliance article. And I know I mentioned this video earlier, but if you want to check out the video on my struggles with passive income, I go into a lot of the details behind this decision and my current outlook on my work-life balance. I'll link to it just about everywhere so you won't have to look too hard for it. And I know this has been a little different from my usual investing topics, so I'd appreciate any feedback you have in the comments. and I'll see you back here next week for something else money related.